Hello there everyone, my name is Namskralo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, today is a very big day for Bitcoin because the US market is going to be opening in a few hours and we really want to see as to what is going to be the continuation of this whole banking system collapse saga. Tell me in the comments, what do you guys think? How bad is it going to get? Because right now with everything we're seeing, I've been reading some reports over the weekend that the banking, just in general, I'm giving you the overview in this video, so that's why I always subscribe, hit that notification bell and like this video for this immediate content with all the most important information that you really need to know, because there are so many banks that are potentially going to be going under. At least 5%, imagine guys, at least 5% of the banks are just in the United States are just as exposed to the same kind of a issue with the long-term government bonds, just like the Silicon Valley Bank. And this means that potentially we're gonna see more capital flowing into Bitcoin on the same precise narrative. But before we talk about the chart, actually, what I want to show you is the fact that I still have my long trade open over on Bybit. And certainly guys, if you want to be trading over on Bybit and you want to claim some really cool bonuses, then go down into the description of this video and this is where you're gonna find an exclusive link to Bybit, which will give you up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. Also, if you deposit more than $100, you'll be automatically entering into a Rolex giveaway, and also you will get lifetime free access to my crypto signals and my huge 30,000 trader huge trading community. Also a link to it, there is a link to it down in the description of this video. So guys, as of right now, I mean, this is one of the most exciting times. So watch this video till the end because I'm gonna show you some very interesting price targets right now for Bitcoin and something you have to be watching out for. But in general, let's just get straight into this because this is so exciting and I'm so happy because this is what Bitcoin has been built for. Guys, tell me in the comments and like this video if you're just as excited as I am. So, a US debt crisis will arrive sooner as banking turmoil hits the economy and the federal revenue, says the strategist. So this is a big article that has been done on the whole situation with the US debt crisis and what we're potentially going to be seeing, the dollar, huge dollar weakening at the end of the day. And we all know when there is an inverse correlation with the dollar index, the strength of the dollar and the Bitcoin price. So also what I really want to show you, this is getting crazy. So this is the probability of a no rate hike for the next FOMC meeting, which will be in May 3rd, right here. 83% chance that this is it, that Fed is not gonna hike rates anymore. And this is quite crazy. If you're gonna go actually through all of these, the next ones are gonna be coming up, you will see that the probabilities of more rate hikes is extremely low. So what I think is going to be a huge catalyst for the price, and before we move to the chart, let me quickly tell you this, what I'm thinking is gonna be the biggest catalyst for you guys and for me, for our trade, is going to be this right here. This is going to be the core PCE reading, which is currently sitting at 4.7. So this is inflation. So on March 31st, we're going to be seeing the next report on inflation. And it's currently forecast, the previous was 4.7. It's currently forecasted to be also 4.7. So if it comes in at 4.6 or 4.5, maybe the forecast is actually at a higher side for the market to appreciate the lower one. So we'll see what's going to happen here. But this is something you really have to be paying attention to. It's literally going to happen in just a couple of days. And I'm going to keep you guys updated about this, because if it's going to come in good, then it's just going to, in my opinion, just support the narrative of a chance that there will be no more rate hikes. But before all this, beauty, let's just quickly discuss this, because on-chain, we're currently, not just on-chain, from actual institutional side and CME Bitcoin derivatives and the comparison between the hedge funds and the asset managers, we're seeing that asset managers are starting to reduce, and let me show you the chart, are starting to reduce their long trades for the time being, and the hedge funds are actually piling on to their short trades. So what does this all mean? And this brings me to the chart actually, because if we gonna take a look at a 4-hour chart, then we're gonna see that we've had this wedge, we broke above it, and now we're consolidating to the side. So, but we are actually consolidating above it. So this just shows the momentum, and this actually shows the resilience of the price, even though we had a small rally in Dixie over the weekend and also at the end of last week. So for now, it actually is still kept, because I told you guys, I'm not going to be closing, even considering to close my long trade, until we're going to see a break and confirmation below this purple level right here. So let's go to a smaller time frame, and here we're gonna see a very beautiful picture of this beautiful support and resistance, this beautiful flag formation, this beautiful wedge, which actually, let me remove auto, and if we're gonna take a look at it, so I think that this is gonna be a very tradable scenario, to say the least, and the target for it, if we're gonna be breaking just technically to the upside, this would put Bitcoin at our initial target of $30,000 per Bitcoin. And this is what I told you guys, this would be also a very important psychological level to take some of your profits on this long trade. But certainly, guys, we have to be very fair and we have to be reasonable. If this is going to break to the downside, then the target for the downside right here would be about $25,000, and this would actually correlate really well with what we've actually spoken about before, and this is this level. I mean, the 25k mark previously has been incredibly important for us. So this is currently what it's looking like, and quite frankly, both options are very possible. That's why join our free Discord channel. There is a link to it down in the description of this video. We're going to be placing all these trades, all the smaller trades and all the bigger trades are here on YouTube. But certainly, I'm not going to be closing my long trade until at least we break down below this purple line, and also subsequently trigger this break to the downside of this whole micro wedge. So it's like it's using proper lens concept and using the proper understanding as to what you can do as a trader and controlling all the trades properly, etc. So now, guys, what is most important? And certainly, I mean, everything is going to be put in over on Bybit. Still, I mean, $73,000 in profits, crazy. So, and we've been handling this trade like G's, and I'm showing you how to handle every single trade like a G. So if you appreciate this, hit that like button, hit it and subscribe, because we are doing it exceptionally well. Now, guys, one last order of business, which is the most important order of business for this whole YouTube video. I've said this before, and I want to say it again with your best interest at heart. This is not financial advice. I'm not trying to preach anything. What I want to do is lay out the truth and how it really is. If you, as a human being in the current situation, with the current banking system, with the current colonial, outdated, unreliable monetary system, if you're still holding nothing but dollars or euro or some other currency out there, please, again, not financial advice. You do what you want. And I'm here, Thomas Krallo, accumulating as much Bitcoin as I possibly can, because I understand the value of it. And here's going to be a video where I actually bought 30 Bitcoin when it was $17,000. So if you didn't buy Bitcoin with me back then, it's okay. Whatever the price is, don't think about Bitcoin in the dollar terms. Think of the Bitcoin as the future and the potential to actually revolutionize, and it's already doing it, the financial system. It is true freedom. Just keep it in mind. And if you don't have even one single Bitcoin, you should have at least one Bitcoin. Imagine if you're gonna have just one Bitcoin, how much more it's going to be than on average there is, because there's only 21 million Bitcoin and 8 billion people out there in the world. So if you're gonna have just one Bitcoin, you're gonna have more than there is for on average per person. So this is something to keep in mind, true scarcity. And I urge you, if you don't have one, not financial advice, you should consider getting one. So that's all I'm saying. And the current situation with the banking failure and the government just scrambling and being on the verge of complete global default, because look at the history, every single fiat currency has failed sooner or later, and euro, the dollar, is no exception. Trust me, the time will prove this to be true. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I don't know, but it will happen. Peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. And as always, stay smart, stay very rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.